Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at Joshua Zamora's new product release, Done For You Suite 3.0. It's obviously the third incarnation of two products that's been previously launched. I'm going to have a look at the actual product itself, go through the back office, show you how it works and how easy it is to use. And then we'll go through what the cost of the system is and any of the OTOs, just so you're aware of what to expect if you decide to go ahead and purchase this product. But I would implore you to stick with me to the end, because what I want to do is I want to demonstrate how products like these, where they promise you instant, Google rankings and everything, just by effectively gaming Google's algorithm, because that's effectively what you're doing, how this can actually be detrimental to any SEO efforts you're trying to make on your sites, especially if you're a beginner, because they make it sound like it's so easy. So I'm going to give you proof that this can really be damaging and why it's not going to work long time. So stick with me to the end. If this is your first time to my channel, my name's Sean from Affiliate Income Hero. Hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell so you'll be kept up to speed when I put new content out. It's specifically geared towards beginner affiliate marketers, because I've been there and I know how difficult it is, and you can get caught in this trap of shiny objects all the time. And talking of shiny objects, if it's a problem that you have, then I'll have a link in the top right hand corner of the screen where I talk about how I got over the shiny object syndrome. So check that video out. So what is the product? Basically, it's a hosted service where they provide you the opportunity to get lots of backlinks to your properties that you've got on the internet. So they will rank all of your videos and niche sites for you and for your clients if you've got a client base. They'll get free targeted buyer traffic in 48 hours or less by leveraging the power of their high quality done for you social syndication system. Sounds like a link farm to me, because these are all properties that they own and they're obviously putting your content on and then pointing them back to your domains. So this is their latest version 3.0, so it's 100% done for you. So you can submit any URL, no software to download, nothing for you to learn, zero social account creation required on your part. Effectively, it's a really easy to use system which will appeal to anyone that's new to affiliate marketing. So it's done for you rankings on a global level with worldwide language support. So it sounds really good. It also talks about an AI powered content system which you can have as part of this, but it's a separate product and we'll talk about that a bit later on. But effectively, this is a juiced up version of the 2.0, where he's saying he's got 5 times as many sites that you can syndicate your content to, and the properties are supposed to be better. So he's obviously got wiki as some of the properties you can have your content on. So let's have a look at the dashboard itself. So this is what you will get once you've actually joined and you've logged into your back office. I mean, it's reasonably clean, and there isn't a massive amount for you to really worry about getting your head around, because it's really easy to use. So you've got the dashboard which talks about all of the credits that you've got, which basically you have to buy if you want to use their AI content. Then it talks about the number of campaigns, campaign postings, etc., total number of links that have been built for you. Obviously this is a review access I've got, so there's lots of people have been testing the product out, and as you can see here, it's obviously done quite a few links already. You've got your campaigns button here. This is where you can go in and look at the status of any campaigns you've got. You can also create campaigns. Network info, we'll come back to this one, because this is basically where your links are going to. So these are all the pages out on the web, the 2.0, the wikis and everything that they are putting your content on, and you can see the breakdown of the types of domains they're using. Then you've got your credits and subscriptions. Now this is where you can go and buy extra credits so they can actually produce content for you. This is a done for you system, they say, so you can use it without having to lift a finger effectively. And if you want them to create content as well, you'll need to buy some credits. You've got some integrations here, and this will allow you to integrate Spin Rewriter. So if you have an account with them, you can then integrate that product into this system, so you can use your own Spin Rewriter to generate the content for you. Then you've got the bonuses, which is any of the upgrades that you've gone for, depending if you decide to upgrade, and we'll talk about that later as well. And then you've got the products that you've purchased, and then you've got some tutorials which they talk you through exactly how to use the system, so it's quite self-explanatory. And then you've got some webinars, which when I last checked was of the 2.0 version, which it still is, and obviously they'll probably update this when they get more members to the 3.0. So that is basically as much as you can see in the back office. There's a little graphic here that shows you the links that are being built per month, which is, there's a lot of links going out there. So how do you actually use it? So simply to plug your URL into this system and generate those backlinks, you'll come to your campaign section here, and then you will create a new campaign. You simply add the campaign name. So just for the example of this, I'm just going to put test. The URL, so the destination URL of where you want that traffic to go to. So I'll just use my site for the benefit of this. Then the keywords, so these are the target keywords. This is what you're looking to try and rank for. So you need to fill in this with exactly what you want to target. Bearing in mind, depending on the niche you're in, this is either going to be really easy to rank for or really, really hard. Because if you're in a broad niche, affiliate marketing, this is never going to rank your sites. Let's just be honest and straight up front. It just won't happen. If you're in a very, very small sub niche of how to crochet paper towels, then you're going to rank because there's not going to be much competition. You'll go next. In here you can automatically generate content, so they will do some content generation for you. If you actually click the more information, it says here, if you'd like us to automatically generate content, title, description, turn this on. If this is turned on, we will provide content for you. If you don't want automatically generated content and want content of better quality, you can provide it yourself. In fact, we encourage you to do that. This is always a better choice, but it's also very time consuming. You will also probably want to provide your own content if you're selling SEO services to important clients. So they're already telling you that the content is going to create isn't very good, but they give you the option here where you can create niche content using the AI powered software product called Create. In fact, I actually did a video on Create. If you want to click the link in the top right hand corner of the screen, you can go ahead and have a look at that. The software it did actually work and it did produce unique content, but again, it's still not going to be perfect because it says if you're using Create to do the content for you, the AI technology it does provide unique content in selected niches. It rewrites it and spins it and injects your keywords at random places. This kind of content reads better, but it usually will be directly about the keyword. Will not be about the keyword, but rather about the selected niche. So they're saying to you basically it's not going to be really keyword specific. It's going to be very general. So there's little or no point of actually using it. So you've either got to write your content or risk using this system to produce the content for you, and we'll have a look at some of the content. It also produces it in different languages, so you can choose languages if you want to look at being more specific in the country you're in, and then you can also embed video if you want to embed video if you have your own video content. Once you've done that, you'll click next. This is where you can decide on the number of links you want, and you can go up to 1,000 for a campaign, and then you can decide how many you want to drip feed over a certain period of days. So 13 links per day, 14 per day, up to a maximum of 21 per day. And then once you've done all that, you can also click the index link, and I think you only have that if you upgrade to the next program. So you're not always going to have all your links indexed anyway, and then you'll click next, and then it will say create, and that's it. You've created your campaign. Now this is going to go out there and publish lots of content for you and create loads of backlinks and Google rankings in 48 hours. Once you've submitted your campaign, you'll want to come into the campaign section and actually see when it's actually completed. So these are all pending, or they're being posted as we speak over the set period of days, and depending on how many credits you've bought to actually post these links to your domain. If we have a look at some of the completed ones, you can see here once they've actually been done, you can then go in and download those reports, which we'll come back to in a second. I just want to go over the network information because this is quite interesting, because this gives you a breakdown of the type of top level domains that they are linking your sites to. So you can see here that there's 42% of .com, which is great because that's a top level domain, but there's lots, or there's more than half the sites are ones that I would say are very odd and not particularly good. .trade, .top, .stream, .party, whatever that is. Obviously .org is okay, and .uk, but importantly more importantly is if we look at the domain authority, it states here that these sites is 106 that have got a domain authority of 12, and on the page authority it says, you know, they've got 112 sites that have got a page authority of 21. Now, is that good? Well, let's just have a look at what what is determined as a domain authority. What's good? So domain authority is scored on a scale of 1 to 100. 1 being the worst and 100 being the best. So using an algorithm, this is Moz, which you can go and check. And again, I'll leave a link in the description. Domain authority between 40 and 50 is considered average. Between 50 and 60 is considered good. And over 60 is considered excellent. So if we have a look at the back office here, we can clearly see that a lot of these domains don't come anywhere near that. So that's not particularly good. And again, if we have a look at the page authority is scored out of 100. So, you know, anything below 20 and 30 isn't going to be doing anything great if you're linking your sites to it, if that makes sense. I want to have a look at the actual links you get back to your campaigns. So again, if I go to campaigns and we'll look at completed, and I'm just going to pull off one of the campaigns just as a test, so we can have a look at the domain authority and how much link juice potentially you can get from these things. So if we have a look at epic shopping deals, so if we get the text form and we'll just have a quick look at the domains. So these are the domains that they are sending your content out to. So we've got gatekeepers.win, okay, cityproperty-lets.co.uk, little bovie farm nursery.co.uk. These are very, very, very strange domains, and I hope you appreciate what these are. Just lots of Web 2.0 sites that they have set up in order to build effectively what you could class as a link farm. So let's have a look at this domain. So this is the page that this content's been put on for you to link back to your own website. So if you look here, now that you have seen the top 5, it's time to put them all to a ballot to determine the winner. See which of the favoured bargain websites took the top place. Head over to our Hive 5 follow-up messages. That's just complete and utter garbage, and I can't see a link to anywhere. Online shopping store, okay, maybe that's the link. But more importantly, let's have a look at the domain, because at the end of the day, they're sending this content out to potentially 1,000 different platforms to link back to your domain name. And if we have a look at the actual top level domain and see what the page rank is, we're going to have a look at the authority and see what it comes up with. I'm not a robot. Domain rating for this particular domain is 0.9. Domain rating is a measure of a website's authority based on its backlink profile. The scale runs from 0 to 100. The higher the number, the stronger and more authoritative the site is. So you're linking to a site that has got less than a score of 1 for its domain rating. It's got some backlinks, some do follow, and it's got other linking websites. So these would be the properties, I assume, that are using this service to link to their site. And if I just go back to that website, when was it? Yeah, so this site has been set up in 2021. So it's a relatively new site. And I would imagine that the other sites are pretty much the same. So let's just have a look at another one. So context full. Again, this is all from one campaign, so this person is, potentially would have paid the credits to have the content sent to his site or her site. Again, it's a blog, and contextful.top. I don't know what that is. So it's got a lot of content. So it's got a link here, which will be the link, which is a bit.ly link direct to their site. But in terms of the text itself, you can see it doesn't read very well, and the site was last modified in 2020. Okay, I don't know how old this domain is, but it looks like it's a blog. But again, let's just have a look at the top level domain and see what the page rank is, and see if it gives me any information. I'm not a robot. again, domain ranking of 1. So I hope that demonstrates what I'm trying to put across. You've got to be careful here. So effectively, all these campaigns that you're running, thousands of links back to your network are coming from spammy networks. They're coming from spammy sites. Some of the sites have only been set up recently. I'm not saying that's across the board, but none of none of the sites have a particularly good domain authority, and they certainly don't have a particularly good page authority. So you're getting links from these sites, and you're relying on them to help you boost your rankings in Google. Now this can cause some issues. So effectively, what this product is a grouping of lots of sites that's owned by the product vendor, and then they're allowing you to, well, they're using their software to post spun content with your links in that point back to your domain. Now, without dressing it up, to me that sounds like a link farm, because effectively that's what it is. They're saying it's with better site better domain age and all the rest of it, but they're not particularly good, and we've had a look at some of them, and they're less than 1. I'm not saying they're all going to be less than 1 in terms of domain authority, but I'm pretty sure if you were to go through that list, you'd find a lot more of them. But effectively, a link farm is really dangerous, and it's not going to last. It might give you a boost in the SERPs to start with, but it won't stick, and that's a problem. And if we have a look at, this is Google themselves, and they talk about what are link schemes. So links that are intended to manipulate page rank or a site's ranking in Google search results. Now this is exactly what this product states it will do. It will help you rank sites, and get buyer traffic by linking to these websites. Within 48 hours, you'll be getting traffic to them. So you are manipulating what Google was saying you shouldn't be doing. So it's considered part of a link scheme and a violation of Google's webmaster guidelines. This includes any behavior that might manipulate links to your site or outgoing links from your site. And then it gives some examples, but I mean the basics are, if you're using a link farm, which this product to me looks and smells like one, then you could be causing issues. If you've bought a domain, you put lots of effort and you've written content, and then you just want to get a boost in the SERPs, and you think this might be a quick way of doing it, you could end up being sorely disappointed, because the links that you do get and the temporary boost in your rankings could easily be taken away, because Google recognizes it as being part of a link scheme, which is this has been frowned upon for many years, and there's far better ways of doing it. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. This product sounds exactly like a link farm to me. I'll leave a link in the description for this product as well. For this article where it talks about link farms and why they're bad, because they're, as it says here, they're meaningless zombie sites which exist only to artificially boost rankings of websites by providing millions of backlinks, or lots of backlinks in this case. And then, how do you know if it's a link farm? Now this is talking about directory, but this is just lots of Web 2.0s and other domains that have no, I mean, I've never seen this kind of site ever, and I'm 47, and I'm pretty sure you may have probably never seen these. These sort of sites and pages will be buried deep somewhere on the internet, and you're not going to get any traffic from it. And if you do, like I said, it will be short-lived. So if these are link farms, and these are questions you can ask yourself to quickly recognize if it is. Are they moderated, or will they just accept anything, instant acceptance? Then that probably means it's a link farm. If you search for the directory name, do you see people around the web mentioning in it? Which I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. So I should be very surprised if it comes up with anything of any meaning. So I just don't think it's not going to do anything. But the most important thing here is the providing useful and rich information. Do these articles produce give the user really good content? And the answer to that is no. And all that they're doing is they're trying to get this link out there on the World Wide Web to link back to your property. So do your due diligence. How many backlinks per day should you be sending to your site? Again, you just got to be careful, because depending on how quickly you do this, because you can go to Fiverr and buy loads of backlinks, but Google will see it as being not being natural, and Google will quickly, reverse any good effect that they may have had on your website. So again, I'm just pointing these things out because this sales page makes it sound like you can do it really quick and easy because you don't have to do anything, but they're just sending your link to lots of spammy websites. And if you want to do it properly, just go to Neil Patel is the SEO king. There's many others, but he is probably one that's been around the longest. And this article here, which I'll leave in the description, he talks about 20, how you can find 50 backlink opportunities in 20 minutes. So these are the kind of people you want to be listening to if you're a beginner. I just want to quickly go over the sales page because I always like to see how they sell their systems, because they typically will go after beginners because they'll use things like, easy, quick, no skills necessary. And this product, although to be fair, it doesn't actually, you don't need any skills to use it because it's a 3-step process where you'll just give them a URL, some keywords, and you'll click go. You just need to decide how many links you want to buy, because effectively you're having to buy them because they're not free, because they use their software to scrape content and then repurpose it. But it says it's 100% done for you, syndication and rankings for you and your clients. You can submit any URL, no software or download. It's new in terms of it's the 3rd version of this, and they've got more powerful sites. And it even mentions here PBM, which is a link farm effectively that they're using. And we've already talked over the actual reasons behind not using something like this, and they want you to link your site to their link farm, which is really dangerous. But they're saying that how you can get your sites and videos ranked on page 1 on Google by leveraging their new high quality done for you social syndication system. And they call it quality. We've looked at the quality of the actual links and sites they're using to put your content on, and I think you'll agree that they're not quality, and that's not going to help your rankings, and it's going to be short-lived. So they talk about the fact that they've actually upped the game in terms of the actual number of sites that you can put your content on. They talk about lots of proofs of how they use this software to do that. The chances are that's not what they've used to get these screenshots. I'm pretty sure they're selling products like this to make their money. But I just want to just check where it says that the product itself is 5 times better. Here we go. They've supercharged this 3.0, so you can use IPs from all over the world, so you can't get caught out by Google. They've revamped their content generation system, which is true. They're using this artificial intelligence, which there's a link in the description for Create if you want to go and have a look at what that is. And then they've tripled the number of platforms for you to obviously send your content to, for you to get those links. So like 5 times their network. So they're saying all those things to make you think this is going to make your life dead easy, but trust me, it's not. SEO is difficult to understand. It's not difficult to implement, but you have to do it right, and it takes time, and most newbies don't want to take time. They want something today, and that's what this product feeds off. So let's have a look at the cost and the OTOs. The front end cost of the product on launch is $33, but that is going up. It's going to be on a dime sale, and then you've got some upsells. There's 4 in total. There's the lock-in credits on a monthly basis. This is a monthly cost, and I think it's $47. Yeah, $47 or $67, but you do get a $1 trial, and then you can use those credits to obviously. For each credit you use, you get 1 backlink or 1 piece of content that's sent to their syndication system. Then you've got the indexer platform, which I don't quite understand, because if you have a website, it should get crawled by Google, and you can use things like Ping Farm, which is free. Again, I'll leave the link in the description, and then you can syndicate. Well, basically, you can let Google know your site exists, so you don't really need the indexer platform, and the cost on that, is $97, which is extortionate. Then you've got the third offer, which is My Video Spy, which allows you to be able to spy on other niche videos, and effectively what they're doing is they're using YouTube Lives as a way of saying that you can get rankings really quickly, and they'll stick, you'll make more money. But again, it's just a pointless upsell, really. You don't need that. If you just want the backlinks, you just buy the front end product, and then you've got access to Video Chief, which is it's a 1,200 done for you videos that you can use and you have the rights to use, and then you can start securing page one video rankings. Now the problem with that is it's duplicate videos, so if everyone buys this product and starts sticking the same video up, it's not going to give YouTube anything new to look at, and they're just not going to rank. So I don't quite see why you would want to go for this upsell anyway. So is the product worth buying? This is like my opinion on the system itself. It is easy to use. You know, you can go in there and you can generate links back to your website, but as I've clearly shown you, the links that you will be getting are really poor quality, and the content that it's producing is really poor quality as well. So my advice would be steer clear of this. You know, if you want to learn how to do backlinking and SEO properly, then you know there are better ways of doing it, and using software to basically game the system isn't the way forward. So for that reason, I would say steer clear away from this. And you know, if you buy it, then you're going to have to be paying a monthly fee to be able to send those links to your sites anyway. So if you're just producing spammy sites and you want to get a quick bit of Google ranking on some videos or something, it might be what you'd want to do because you don't care about the video, you don't care about your reputation, you don't care about the actual asset staying on the internet. But if you are building a website and you're putting your love, heart and soul into it because you want it to be a business of some description, then steer clear of the product because it won't last and it won't help you in the long run. It's been a really long video. If you stayed this long, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video today. I hope it's helped you make a decision. As I said before, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell, and I'll obviously keep you notified when I put new content out. And look, this is for the people that are new to affiliate marketing, that are looking at this product thinking it's going to help them make money. It won't make you money, but if you are trying to understand how to make money from affiliate marketing and you want an easy to understand, and I'd say more importantly implement, because that's the hard part, people don't know how to implement it, then there is a free training in the description if you want to go and check that out. It will teach you how to generate traffic, sales and leads, and it's completely free, so you won't be disappointed. So my name's Sean from Affiliate Income Hero. I thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.